Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Looks now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they've made the postseason both times.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To the air with Love. Man downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Love from the gun. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense is going to take the field with the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
Throwing right away here, Goff. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Goff on third. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Well, this upcoming week, Brock, a big one for all of us here in the Madden community. It is the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Chance for all of us to celebrate our namesake, the impact he's had on the sport we love across an incredible week of games. It all begins with Green Bay at Detroit on Thanksgiving Day, and it's going to continue all the way through to the bookend. Giants at Patriots, a rematch of a couple of Super Bowls on Monday night. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Love now, off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. And my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Man in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
New set of downs from 37. Goff on 1st and 10. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Brock, Xavier McKinney.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Goff to the air now. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the end route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Packers all set to get back out there. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 14-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw out wide by Love. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Shotgun now for Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
That's another Packers 1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Packers.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Handoff running left. Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Love now. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
The Lions getting ready to return to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Goff. Able to find right. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's another for it. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 7, Packers 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This is Savion Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second down behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's good for a Packers first down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Packer first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, 7 to go. To the air with Love. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Oh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Lions 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
1st down throw from Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Coming right is Gibbs. On the move, past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Running it with David Montgomery. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Now Goff. Over the middle, that's just long. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Williams coming in motion right. Off play action, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That one's complete, right side. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
14, Packers 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, they need 7. Here's Love to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Look at all this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Escapes the defender. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. They got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff now on third down. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. They got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. It's Goff on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Pitch out to Montgomery. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has the connection to right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. They'll air it out on third. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff setting the throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Again, Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They're going to throw again. Goff connects on one to Jamison Williams. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on first down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the first row.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Goff back to throw. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Now quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive their lead to 11.
Lions 21, Packers 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, it's a very promising. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Now bringing tight end in motion right. Love now on 1st and 10. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Fits it through the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. To the air with Love. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing again, Love. Sends this to the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give him a 1st down. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Jukes away from one. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Now gone. Dumped off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
The Packers going nickel on third. Throw here, third down. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for our Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So he gets 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Lions first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Off play action, Goff. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions lead by 15 now.
Packers 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jacobs to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Motion the tight end over. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Packers.
All set to go now from the 35. Play fake, it's Love. Nice gain left side. Gets it to the 15. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers start the 2nd half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Packers get it back to within 1 score.
Packers 20.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Sailors now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Escapes the defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down throw from Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Bates' kick is up and good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. They go play action with Goff. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now bring the tight end in motion. Goff now on 3rd down. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers and Matthew Golden ready to take over once again on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Love out of the shotgun. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Packers, 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the 50-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Love from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for 3rd and very short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the sneak, it's Love. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. First and 10 now from the 46. Love. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
To Romeo Dobbs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Handoff here to Jacobs. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Love now to throw. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Packers first down. A gain of 12. And a Packer first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
First down throw. Here's Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it! Has a layout for it, but touchdown! The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Love up to the line. 2-point attempt coming.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be Some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
From the gun, Goff. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Goff on 3rd. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. And let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here, Goff. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
They'll run for this, and they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Goff setting the throw. Setting up the screen. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to stay at the 5-yard line.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. To the air with Love. Finds the in route complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Golden motioning left. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has his man, it stops. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Jacobs running behind center. He's still going at the 30. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
From the red zone on 1st. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Love. Has it down close. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. First and goal, Green Bay.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Packers down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Packers will
Love's going to throw for 2. He has it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Shoots away from 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, one more snap here before our 2-minute warning. A tight end in motion now. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions want to end it in regulation if they can. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
41, Packers 34.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out now runs the Packer offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
A gain of 64 yards. And the Packer first down.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He was taken.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.